Hi there. My name is Jill Vin, and I am a woman who believes in herself, and I am here to support you in doing the same. Thank you for tuning in to my new podcast. Um, Today, I am bringing back the Australia mug. This is a polka dot mug that whenever I drink out of it, it takes me back to our time in Australia as a family in 2011. My husband, who was working, and our children, who were 4, 6, and 8 at the time. And so going to Australia and living in another country had been a dream of mine. Not specifically Australia, but living in another country for a period of time had been a dream of mine. And so this was a wish come true. And it was also a wish come true to have this opportunity to to dabble in a little of homeschooling. And so in my last episode, I talked about trusting my intuition to take more of a path of what people call unschooling, where you follow the passions and the interests and you learn through doing and living life. Now, people may have a different definition. That's my definition. So today, though, I want to share a bit more about the emotional side of this experience. I used to live with depression, significant depression, significant self doubt, significant questions about my worth and if I'm enough. And I'll get into that in the future episodes, I am sure. And with someone who doesn't know their worth, self care can be really challenging. Not sure, maybe you can relate. And you haven't had it modeled for you in your life about what it means to take care of yourself, it can be like multiplied in the challenge. And I was loving what we were doing. So I was energized by the adventures. But by the end of the day, or sometimes during the middle of the day, I'd be like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Right? This is really, really hard and emotionally very difficult for me. So I'm sharing this because had I known what I know now, had I done and had experienced the emotional healing that I've had to date, and have learned ways to take care of myself on a daily basis, my experience of Australia would probably more likely match up with those of our kids. It was magical for them. It was the adventure of a lifetime, right? For me, it was magical. And it was also a major struggle for me. And so I'm here to say it doesn't have to be that way. If it hasn't been modeled for you how to care for yourself, that's okay. You have done your best. You have done the best you could at what you knew. And so if I were to go back, I would be a different woman, a different mom, a one who might sit down and meditate or pause in the middle of the day or just lay down or maybe spend time with yoga. These things are things that I could have done with our kids to teach them and show them how to slow down and have adventure. So while I'm on the other side of depression and that exhaustion and really being beyond my capacity, if you're feeling maybe a shift from how you used to be, if you're experiencing depression and it feels just you're hopeless, like it's not going to go away, or if you are just feeling this beyond capacity, and I have these moments where I feel like I'm just gonna, like, I could just collapse because I've been tired or exhausted, or there's just something within me that's ready to stop. If you're in any of these positions, reach out for support. Reach out for support so that you can do the work to support yourself. Sometimes there's some of us who put on a mask every morning. I put on a mask. That was the what I needed to be for my children so that they would have the adventure of a lifetime. But had I taken care of myself differently, had I had the tools and resources and knowledge that I have now around self care, my experience would have been different. And while I did love our time and it was magical and adventurous and everything I wanted, it was still a period of my life where it was emotionally difficult to show up with the energy that I wanted to day after day. I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe that we don't have to feel bad. It doesn't have to be a struggle every day. I don't care what people have told you. If it doesn't feel right for you, then trust that it's not right for you. But the work is with ourselves first. The answers aren't outside of us, they're within us. The care is within us. The healing happens within us. So by me doing my healing, my own personal healing, I am more available for those around me. And this can happen for you too. All my best to you. Take care.